Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is JAMB Tutorials, and as you already know, what I do is to help you prepare for your exams on the use of English and on literature. If you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified each time I upload a new video, and so you can see the other videos I've already uploaded on this channel. This video is the second series of our lessons on JAMB past questions, JAMB 2019 past questions. So we are going to start from question 16 because in the previous video we've already looked at question 11 to 15. If you haven't watched the previous video, please try and do so. The link will be at the description box and also at the comment section. Now let's look at question 16. Adeniji is suffering from the consequence of alienation. Adeniji is suffering from the consequence of alienation. We have option A, confirmation, B, isolation, C, enclosure, and D, imprisonment. Choose amongst the options the word that is closest in meaning to the word alienation. And the word alienation means to be kept away from others. To be away from others, to be alone. Now, let's look at the options. We have option A, confirmation. To confirm something means to say that something is correct, to establish that something is correct or something is true. Option B, isolation. The word isolation means to be kept away from others, to be alone. So this is the correct answer. This is the word that is closest in meaning to the word alienation. Now let's still look at option C and option D so you can know the meaning of the words. Option C, enclosure. The word enclosure means an area surrounded by a barrier. It's an area surrounded by a barrier. For example, if you are in a room, that room is an enclosure. D, imprisonment. The word imprisonment means to be in prison. So as I said earlier, the correct answer to this question is option B, isolation, which means the same thing with the word alienation. Question 17. Some children mimic their teachers. Some children mimic their teachers. We have option A, imitate, B, mime, C, ridicule, and D, lease. Now, the word mimic simply means to imitate, to behave like someone else, especially to make fun of that person. To behave like someone else, to make fun of that person. So what the sentence is saying is that some children behave like their teachers just to make fun of them. Now, option A, we have imitate. This is the correct answer. The word mimic is the same as the word imitate. Now, let's look at option B. Option B, mime. Mime, the word mime is a kind of drama that is performed without words. I don't know if you've watched such drama before, where you have actors on stage that are performing but they don't talk. They communicate to the audience with their hands, their facial expressions, their gesticulations generally. What mime is and is not the correct answer. You already know the correct answer. Option C, ridicule. To ridicule someone means to laugh at someone or something in an unkind way. To laugh at someone or something in an unkind way. And option D, lease. The word lease is a legal agreement which allows you to use a property for a period of time. You can lease an apartment. You can lease a car. 18. The police ran the criminal to earth. The police ran the criminal to earth. We have option A, jailed him, B, knocked him down, C, discovered him, and D, buried him. To run someone to earth means to find someone or track down someone after searching for a long time. To find someone or track down someone after searching for a long time. So what the sentence is saying is that the police found the criminal. The police found the criminal. That's what the sentence is saying. So let's look at the options and choose the one that correctly interprets the phrase, ran the criminal to earth. Now option A, jailed him. B, knocked him down. Jailed him is not the correct answer. B, knocked him down is not the correct answer as well. C, discovered him. This is the correct answer, as you already know. And D, buried him isn't the correct answer. Now let's move on to Question 19. Question 19. He is credulous. He is credulous. You have option A, credible, B, creditable, C, gullible, and D, fallible. The word credulous is used in describing a person who believes everything he or she is being told without thinking it through. Someone who believes what he or she is told, hook, line, and sinker. Now let's look at the options. We have option A, credible. You say something is credible when that thing can be trusted, when that thing is convincing. For example, you can say that we have a credible government. That is, if you think that your government is trustworthy. So if you say we have a credible government, that means our government is trustworthy or your government is trustworthy. So the word credible is just used in describing something that can be trusted. Now option B, creditable. Creditable. If you say something is creditable, that means that thing is good enough. That thing can be accepted, is acceptable. Now option C, gullible. A gullible person is a person who easily believes what he or she hears or sees, what he or she is being told. So this is the correct answer. Gullible is the same thing as credulous. Fallible, option D, means to be capable of making mistakes or being wrong. So this is not the correct answer. Option C, gullible, is the correct answer. Question 20. Her problem was exacerbated by the loss of her father. Her problem was exacerbated by the loss of her father. We have option A, exaggerated, B, solve, aggravated, and D, infuriated. Now, let's look for the option that is closest in meaning to the word exacerbated. First, the word exacerbated means to make a problem become worse than it is. To make a problem become worse than it is. So what the sentence is saying is that the loss of her father made her problem to become worse. Now let's look at the options. Option A, exaggerated. The word exaggerated means to make something appear bigger or better than it really is. To make something to look bigger or better than it really is. Now option B, solved. To solve a problem means to find answers or a way of dealing with the problem, which is not the correct answer. Now, option C, aggravated. Aggravated. To aggravate something means to make a problem worse or more serious. To aggravate means to make something or make a problem worse or more serious. So this is the correct answer. The word exacerbate is the same thing as the word aggravate. Now, option D, infuriated. To infuriate someone means to make someone extremely angry, to make someone extremely annoyed. So, like I said before, the correct answer is option C, aggravated. If you're following, don't forget to ask me questions if there's something you do not understand at the comment section, okay? Now let's look at question 21. 21. The old woman is suffering from dementia. The old woman is suffering from dementia. We have option A, lucidity, B, servility, C, insanity, and D, sagacity. The word dementia is a medical condition or a sickness that is associated with memory loss or inability of the brain to reason properly. Inability of the brain to reason properly. So the word dementia is a kind of sickness that has to do with the brain. Now let's look at the options now. Option A, lucidity. The word lucidity means clarity of expression. When you say something is lucid, that means that thing is clear. That thing is clear, is well understood or well seen. Something like, I hope you had a lucid understanding of this lecture or this tutorial. What I'm simply saying is that I hope you had a clear understanding of this tutorial. Option C, we have insanity. Insanity is mental illness associated with madness. So this is the correct answer. This is the word closest in meaning to the word dementia. Option D, sagacity. Sagacity is used in referring to a person who is wise and reasonable. A sagacious person is a person that is wise, someone that is reasonable. Question 22. Laraba saw a fallen little figure sitting outside the class. Laraba saw a fallen little figure sitting outside the class. We have option A, wise and intelligent. B, lovely and unhappy. C, smart and healthy. D, short and ugly. The word fallen means to be pitiful, sad, abandoned, and lonely. To be pitiful, sad, abandoned, and lonely. If someone tells you that you look fallen, the person is telling you that you look so pitiable, that you look sad and abandoned. So, among the options, which one is close in meaning to the word fallen as I explained? The one closest in meaning to the word fallen. Lovely and unhappy, option B. Now let's look at the next question. Question 23. The accident victim received a superficial wound from the crash. The accident victim received a superficial wound from the crash. We have option A, serious, B, a painless, C, an internal, and D, an external. The word superficial is used in referring to something that exists on the surface. Something that exists on the surface. Something that is not deep. Now let's look at the options. Option A, serious, B, a painless, C, an internal, and D, an external. So the correct answer is option D, external. A superficial thing, a superficial wound is an external wound. Question 25. Accountability is certainly a desirable quality in a politician. Accountability is certainly a desirable quality in a politician. We have option A, responsibility, B, respectability, C, courage, and D, diligence. The word accountability means to be responsible. To be responsible, to be liable, to be called on to render an account. That's what it means to be accountable. For example, what the sentence is saying is that a desirable quality in a politician is to be responsible, to be responsible, to be able to give account of his or her service in government. Now let's look at the options. Option A, responsibility. You already know that this is the correct answer. To be accountable means to be responsible. Option B, respectability, C, courage, and D, diligence. I believe you should know the meaning of these words. If you don't, please use a dictionary and find out the meaning of these words. So the correct answer, like I said, is responsibility. Option A. Okay guys, this is where we end today's lesson. I hope you understood everything that I've said here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, you can always ask me questions in the comment section. And I need you to write down the new words that you've learned today, so that you can always go back to them and make sure you imbue them in your daily conversations in order for them to be at the tips of your fingers. Okay? Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time in another video. Bye for now.